we're going to talk about the number one thing that makes social anxiety worse. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a therapist. I make videos for people with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk about social anxiety, something that I know, unfortunately, way too well. Having social anxiety disorder myself, my whole life, raising kids with this social anxiety disorder, and helping people in my practice with social anxiety disorder. I get it from all ends. And the one thing that actually grows social anxiety more than absolutely anything else is, probably have already guessed it, avoidance, right? Avoidance is so tempting when you have social anxiety. Social anxiety isn't just, I don't want to hang out with people, or I don't have social skills. Social anxiety is the fear of rejection, criticism, feeling like people are pushing you away, feeling like they're judging you. That's what social anxiety is. And it shows up in different ways for different people. We all have our themes around social anxiety, but that's the core fear. And it is very, very tempting to live in our bubble and to stay at home where we don't have to face people who are going to judge us, criticize us, push us away, or reject us, right? It kind of feels safe, and it feels really vulnerable and uncomfortable to put ourselves out there. A lot of people have had a history of bullying or other bad experiences, and some haven't. But those additional experiences make it 10 times worse because you lose your trust in humanity. You're like, people are mean, and they're going to be mean to me, or they might say something mean to me, or I might do something embarrassing, or I may not be enough, or say enough, or look enough. Whatever the lack of enough is, that's how we feel. And the easiest solution that social anxiety will happily provide for you is don't do it. Right? Don't go to school, don't go to work, don't eat out, don't talk to people, don't go to stores, don't do any of it. It's too much. And it's very easy to avoid. It's very easy to get into your comfort zone and just say, this is my bubble. And I have seen people where their bubble is so tiny, they never go out. And I've seen people who have a bubble that's like maybe this big, right? We all have different levels of limitations because of our social anxiety. But it becomes a vicious cycle because social anxiety makes you fear those things. So then you avoid going out. The more you avoid, actually, ironically, sadly, the bigger your social anxiety grows because you're kind of confirming to your brain, yeah, it's not safe out there. People are not safe. And so you have bigger social anxiety issues. You're not used to going out. You're not used to talking to people. You're not used to interacting. And the more your social anxiety grows, the more you avoid because you're like, I'm really feeling really uncomfortable going out now. I don't go out often, or I don't talk to people, or I don't do hard things. I don't get out of my comfort zone. And so I need to avoid more because now more things are making me uncomfortable. And so it becomes this vicious loop that we grow with avoidance being the fuel in that loop. So how do you break this loop? Well, I know a lot of people say very unhelpful things. I know my mom, when I was a kid, would say unhelpful things like, go make more friends. Okay, easier said than done, right? Or just go do these things, or put yourself out of your comfort zone, or just love yourself and be yourself. Those are all great things, and they're true, but it's easier said than done. And sometimes we just need small steps. What's the next small step that I can do? And that will look different for each one of you because you're in your own unique journey, right? I don't know where you are. You don't know where I am. For me, my next step might be bigger or smaller than yours, right? Because we're all different. But not ever reaching the rim of discomfort, right? Just walk. Where is that edge? Where's the edge that I'm uncomfortable? And can I find that sweet spot where I'm going to walk to the edge for something that's important to me? I don't really believe in doing things to just embarrass yourself in public as a social anxiety exposure. That never really helped me. And so I don't really recommend that. But I do want to talk to people. I do want to learn how to make small talk, not because I love small talk, because I hate it and I'll never like it, but because I want to make friends. I want to have deeper relationships. I want to feel less uncomfortable in a crowd. What are your goals? So first, think of your goals. What do you want? And be honest to yourself, right? You might tell other people you're happy where you're at, but You may not be. And most of us with social anxiety aren't. And so what's your goal? For me, and I've been on this journey for quite a while now, I would want deeper relationships. I want deeper friendships. I want more deeper friendships. I have a few. I want more. How do I just randomly get deeper friendships? Well, unfortunately, I have to do the work. I have to do small talk. I have to put myself out there. I have to meet people. I hate all of that. But in order to do that, I have to take a next step. And so my next step might be learning how to just make small talk in general. So I might purposely start a conversation with someone next to me. I might go to an event and sit by myself and learn how to sit with the uncomfortable feeling of being by myself. I don't like doing that, but that's actually really helpful for me. So what is your next step? Is it reaching out to a friend that you don't normally like to text first? Is it going out to eat where you don't normally want to go out to eat? You want to bring food in. Is it going to an activity or like saying yes to something that you were invited for? Or is it just something smaller like smiling at a stranger or making small talk when you're at a checkout somewhere? It will be completely different for each one of us, but I invite you to look at what's one small step that you can do per day, per week, that brings you it brings you closer to your goal. It says, I'm here, I want to be here, right? Like for me, I'm here in that I want to have lots of deep friendships, and I have a handful. That's a value for me right now. I want deeper friendships. I don't have any place to even start making friends. I don't even know where to start. So I have to start putting myself out in general. And so that's my goal. What is your goal? And what's one tiny step that you can do? It might seem insignificant, right? Just talking to a stranger or smiling at a stranger, or even just literally sitting in a restaurant or walking around a mall or doing something, which will be different for each one of us, that puts you out of your comfort zone. That will get you more empowered because you're getting off the hamster wheel of avoid, and you're doing something, which trains your brain. Not that it's fantastic. That's not the goal. To say, wow, that's fantastic. We should do more of that. The goal is to say, I survived that and I got through it. And maybe down the road, it wasn't that bad. And maybe down the road, I actually enjoyed it. Maybe not. But no matter what, the end goal is I can do hard things and I can handle the discomfort that it brings. Try that. Leave a comment and let me know what is your small step. I'd love to celebrate it with you and we can keep each other posted. And don't forget to find the sparkle in everything you do. If you want more in-depth support on social anxiety, I do actually have a course called How to Crush Social Anxiety. It's a very original title of my course. And you can find out more about that or sign up for it at natashadaniels.com/social anxiety. I'd love to support you more. Take care.